Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Friday. It is the 15th of September 2023. Gonna look at the 8th race from the Belmont the Big A meeting, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Some good racing tomorrow with the St. Ledger in the UK. Of course, here at Aqueduct, you have the Jock Club Oaks at Churchill, you have the Iroquois and the Pocahontas, and the Meadowlands. So, it's some good racing. But it's the second day also of the very long. It's going to be the very long Aqueduct Farewell Tour. So let's get to the action right now. We're going to look at the 8th race, and I was there at Aqueduct on Thursday. Very nice day, very warm day. But wasn't and if there was a bit of a bias, I noticed the main track was playing a little bit towards speed. So just want to keep that mind going towards the second day of the meeting. But just keep an eye on the track. But we're going to look at this 8th race, which is not on the main track. It's actually on the inner turf course. The 8th race featured, it's the Winter Memory Stakes, going for a $135,000 purse, race for 3-year-old fillies here. Field of 16 horses entered. 11 through 14 are AEs, 15, 16 are MTOs. Weather is going to be a bit colder than it's been the last few days, last few months here in New York. But we're gonna have dry weather, so this race won't be taken off the turf. But still a very good race. We have 10 horses heading through the inner turf course, 1,600 meters to journey, or a mile on the inner turf course. Rails are up at 9 feet. I love a horse in this spot. That's gonna be the number 10 horse here, Lady Beth. I'm gonna go 10-3-1-8 in the superfecta. 10-3-1-8 super. Top selection 10 horse Lady Beth. 3-year-old filly by Hardspun. Chad Brown trains. Flavian Pratt gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing, first time against winners, came and first time against stakes quality horses came at Belmont. 7 furlongs wide in her turf course, 27th of May, and the grade 3 soaring softly. And the horse finished third by 2 1/4 lengths that day. And he sat back girly. He was a little bit wide, but he was gaining late. I didn't think it was a half bad race. Refreshing here, not the world's toughest horses. I think he could get the trip to win. 2 back at Gulfstream, a mile 70 off the turf, and then to Pete in the main special weight in early February. He won by 4 lengths that day, and he stalked the pace all throughout. He quickened up nicely, and he went away with it. If he runs that same race today, he could definitely win against these horses. I think from a wide poster, Flavian's going to send to get good position, and I think sitting closer here, he should get the trip to win. He's training quite nicely at Saratoga on the Oklahoma. Half mile 49-2, the 18th best workout 53, and a half mile 49-1. Chad Brown also has decent numbers off the bench, 21%, and sprint to route 32%. So keep an eye on this horse here today. I think your second likeliest winner is the 3-horse Sacred Wish. First time turf, but it shouldn't be a problem. First time turf, 21% for George Weaver. But this horse has been facing, very tough competition. Finished in the Alabama last time over the mile quarter a few weeks ago at Saratoga. She finished 7 by 28 lengths that day. She didn't get out of the gate so clearly, which cost her, and she never really got into it. Prior to that in the coaching club, she had the lead in the lane. She got caught late, but she ran her heart out behind Wet Paint, who closed up and freaked that day. And then they gave her a confidence builder at Belmont, going a mile 16th on the mud in mid-June. She finished second by a length behind Sunset Louise, who's a decent filly that day. This horse stalked from wide posture. She got overtaken late, but she really ran her heart out to get the confidence builder. Refreshing here at the turf. She's training well on it at Saratoga. At 6-1, she's the wise guy horse. Even the one horse Liguria could win. The 1-2 back in the Wild Applause at Belmont wasn't bad at all. Broke the maiden on this turf course last season. Came back to run a very good win in the Jimmy Durante drawn in the parking lot, which is not ideal at Del Mar, but she still took off clear. In the Lake George, she just saw very soft turf, which really affected her. She's going to see a very dry turf course here today. At 4-1, watch out for this horse. Something off subject. I skimmed through the races for Saturday for Saratoga, for Aqueduct. Something I find very interesting. Iradites is not riding for Chad Brown on Saturday. If I'm not mistaken, I think Kendra Carmouche is riding for him, which I just I don't know, did they have a falling out, but he's riding this one, so I really couldn't tell you, but I wonder if I'm the only one that noticed it, but we'll get to that tomorrow. But this Liguria, she can win also. I'm going to use her in the late pick 4, but to recap my selection for the 8th now from Aqueduct, it is the Winter Memories. Going to take the 10 horse Lady Beth, give kudos to the 3 horse Sacred Wish, and the 1 horse Liguria. 10-3-1-8 super, 10-3-1 in your multi race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.